Primer to Elliott Wave theory. In the 1930s, Ralph Nelson Elliott discovered price movements adhere to sustained patterns composed of what Elliott titled waves, consequently filing the open shot in a decades-long debate. Fascinating as it is, the theory is a broad and complex topic within the field of technical analysis. Invariably taking practitioners years to master. Despite its complexity, though the foundations of Elliott Wave theory are easy to understand and apply and therefore could be incorporated almost immediately. Basic Elliott Wave principle. The wave principle or pattern involves a five-wave count informed as market prices traveling up or down. The overall pattern forms an uninterrupted configuration in that the end of one wave marks the beginning of another wave. Figure 1.1. Elliott Wave theory. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, and Wave 5. The basic pattern. Figure 1.1. The wave sequence label 1 to 5 is a complete motive wave. It propels the market in the direction of the primary trend. Subwave 1, 3, and 5 are also labeled motive waves, while sub-waves 2 and 4 are corrective waves as they interrupt the main trend. Two Elliott Wave rules govern motive waves. Wave 2 never retraces beyond Wave 1. Wave 3 is never the shortest motive wave. After a wave sequence completes, the corrective wave begins. After a 5-wave sequence completes, the corrective wave begins. The corrective wave partially retraces the movement developed by the motive wave. It follows a 3-wave arrangement or a combination of 3-wave structures. Combinations are best suited for another article and is labeled using later figure 1.2. Elliott Wave theory. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, Wave 5, Wave A, Wave B, Wave C. The basic pattern. Figure 1.2. Another consideration is fractals, time frames, the ability for trends and patterns to act similarly over different periods, especially all waves are part of other waves at a greater degree and are also divisible into waves at a lesser degree. To illustrate, figure 1.3 shows wave 1 incorporates a lesser scale 5-wave sequence and web 2 incorporates a 3-web corrective arrangement. Elliott Wave theory. Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, Web 4, Web 5, A, B, C, the basic pattern. Web figure 1.3 motif waves. There are two types of motif waves, impulse and diagonal. The impulse wave is the strongest form of motif wave, figure 1.4, following 3 rules. Wave 2 should always retrace less than 100% of wave 1. Wave 3 is never the shortest, though it does not have to be the longest. Wave 4 never enters the price territory of wave 1. Green line. Wave 4 never enter the price territory of the wave 1. Elliott Wave theory. The basic pattern. Figure 1.4. Wave 1 and 5 are always motif waves, either an impulse and leading diagonal ending diagonal wave, while wave 3 is at all times an impulse wave. Waves 2 and 4 are always corrective waves. The piece covers both diagonal and corrective formations shortly. As such, the structure count is 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Don't understand. Diagonal wave. Although still a motif wave, differs from impulse waves. The first rules of an impulse wave applies to diagonal wave sequence, but rule 3, wave 4 can never enter the price territory of wave 1. Is not around, is not follow. Wave 4 frequently penetrates wave 1. Two types of diagonal patterns exist, representing a contracting configuration ending and leading. Both ending and leading diagonals have wave 3 shorter than wave 1. Wave 5 shorter than wave 3, and wave 4 shorter than wave 2, thus forming a contraction. The formulation has its borders limited by two converging trend lines denoting a wedge shape. An ending diagonal occurs in wave 5 of an impulse wave, or the last wave of a correction pattern, wave C, of zigzag or flat patterns. The ending diagonal often develops when the preceding trend has run out of steam. The wave structure of an ending diagonal is different from the impulse wave. Subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 take on a corrective wave formation, a 3-wave arrangement. The impulse wave, as highlighted above, has a structure count of 53535 varies the ending diagonal as a structure called 33333. Figure 1.5 shows an ending diagonal in the bull market that typically includes with a move to the downside. An ending diagonal flip on its head contains the same parameters and generally ends with a move forming to the upside. An ending diagonal in the bear market. Elliott Wave theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ending diagonal formation in the bull market. This is ending diagonal. Ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. This is impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ending diagonal. This is ending diagonal. Figure 1.5. In a leading diagonal formation, figure 1.6. Waves 1, 3, and 5 are either or impulse waves or correction waves in the form of zigzags. Waves 2 and 4 are always zigzag patterns. A leading diagonal can form a wave, one of an impulse wave and the first wave of a zigzag labeled wave A in a corrective pattern. Figure 5. This is figure 5. Figure 5. Figure 5. Elliott Wave theory. Figure 1.6. Leading diagonal. Previous is ending diagonal. This is leading diagonal formation in the bull market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the main wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extension is also important aspect to be aware of. An impulse wave, usually one of the motive waves. Often waves 1 or 5 is extended or elongated. Third wave extensions are often observed in the stock market, while fifth wave extensions are predominant in the commodities market, in such as gold spot market. If wave 1 extends, traders can expect wave 3 and 5 to be about equal in length. If wave 3 extends, expect waves 1 and 5 to be about equal in length. If web 1 and 3 are about equal length, expect web 5 to experience some form of the extension. Rarely do two motive waves extend, though it does happen. Corrective waves. Trading markets invariably come across interruptions or pullbacks, termed corrective waves in Elliott Wave theory. Elliott Wave theory helps define corrections and define potential completion using zigzag, flat, and triangle arrangements. This is helpful for traders looking to buy or sell corrections within the trend. Zigzag is a three-wave correction pattern labeled A, B, C. Zigzags spread at a 5-3-5 structure. The A leg contains 5 sub-waves. The B leg holds 3 sub-waves, and the C leg houses 5 sub-waves. Wave A should always represent either an impulse or leading diagonal formation. Wave B is always a corrective wave, a zigzag, flat, triangle, or combination, and wave C is always an impulse and ending diagonal. Zigzags appear in the construction of many of the Elliott Wave patterns. Figure 1.7 display a zigzag corrective wave. Zigzag corrective wave in the bull market. In the bull market, zigzag. Elliott Wave theory. Figure 1.7. Wave B can never retrace beyond the beginning of wave A, and wave C should always travel beyond wave A's end. Should wave C fail to push past wave A, a truncated? What is a truncated? Truncated wave emerges. A truncation occurs if wave 5 in an impulse wave fails to terminate beyond the end of wave 3. Flat label A, B, C is also a three-wave corrective pattern represented in the market. Wave C is always a motive wave, impulse, or an ending diagonal, and waves A and B are always corrective waves. Therefore, the flat is 3-3-5 structure. There are 3 types of flats: regular, expanded, running. Regular, expanded, and running. Regular flat typically have wave B terminating at the same level as the beginning of wave A, and wave C ends slightly past the end of wave A, figure 1.8. A running flat has wave B bridging the beginning of wave A, with wave C failing to reach the end of wave A, figure 1.9. The expanded flat reminds of whipsaw formation. Web B concludes beyond the start of Web A, and Web C terminates noticeably beyond the end of Web A. Figure 1.10. Elliott Wave theory, like a reflect in the bull market. ABC. Figure 1.8. Elliott Wave theory running flat in the bull market. Figure 1.10. Triangle is corrected with fractals subwebs A, B, C, D, E. In the majority of cases, all subwebs within a triangle structure are zigzag patterns. Triangles are therefore double at 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 structures. You may sometimes find one of the subwebs forms another triangle, typically found at web C, D, or E. Only one of these subwebs should exhibit complexity, though. Figure 1.11 shows the three types of triangles: contracting, barrier, and expanding. Contracting triangle in the bull market. Barrier triangle, expanding triangle. Elliott Wave theory. Contracting and barrier triangles house converging trend lines, while an expanding triangle has diverging trend lines. Converging, diverging trend line. Converging trend line and diverging trend line. In the contracting formation, Web C never penetrates beyond Web A. Web D never extends beyond Web B, and Web E also never extends past Web C. Barrier and contracting triangles are of similar structure, with one exception. The former has Webs B and C terminate at about the same level. Regarding an expanding triangle following the completion of Web A, each subsequent web extends beyond the beginning point of the preceding web. Fibonacci. Elliott Wave analysis also adopts key Fibonacci relations. This can become somewhat complicated, particularly for newer traders. For that reason, the following will demonstrate only a foundational view for the purpose of this article. Fibonacci retracement. For impulse waves, the second wave typically corrects into deep territory of its preceding wave, nearly the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement value. Figure 1.13. 12. Fourth wave, another correction wave on the other hand, tend to be a shorter, generally correcting towards the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement value of wave 3. This, alongside other corrective formations above, helps formulate a terminating point in which price action should halt. Elliott Wave theory, Fibonacci retracement. To wave 2 retrace from wave 1 61.8%. This is 0 อันนี้38.2 retest from เนี่ย 61.8%. Figure 1.12 Elliott Wave theory, Fibonacci retracement. Wave 4 retrace from wave 3 38.2%. ถ้านับจากนี่หลัก2นะ61จาก3เนี่ย38.2นับจาก2ไป61.8. เริ่มเก็ตมานิดนึง Fibonacci multiples in an impulse wave 5 will often equal wave 5 impulse wave will often equal 61.8 or 38.2 times the net resistance travel of wave 1 through 3 are often equal 61.8 or 38.2% times of net resistance travel of wave 1 through wave 3. Net resistance ไฟเนี่ย net 31.8% of 1 through 3 this resistance this is 100%ใช่ไหมอันนี้ก็จะกลายเป็น61.8 5 Fibonacci multiples เดี๋ยวทำความเข้าใจอีกทีอ่านผ่านตาเลยกัน multiples Figure 1.16 in the event wave 1 extends, traders should look for the distance of wave 3 through to 5 to equal 3 3 ไป 5 นะ3 ไป 5 เนี่ยจะประมาณ 61.8% of range wave 1 100 ตรงนี้ก็จะกลายเป็น 61.8 ก็คือ 1.6 ก็คือ 1.618% นั่นเอง 1.168% extend from 1 web 1 web 5 เนี่ย extend from web 1 นะ 61.8% 1.618% ก็คือ100บวก 61.8 นั่นเองan established way to trade. Although the article barely scratches the surface in terms of Elliott Wave analysis, it does provide a foundation to build upon. Successful traders around the world adopt Elliott Wave analysis, and many indicate consistency using this trading strategy. It will nonetheless take time to pin down the theory's subtle nuances and understand how to best apply it to the market that fits with your personality and trading style, though it's time well spent. อ่านคร่าวๆก็ถ้าเราเดี๋ยวจะทำความเข้าใจไปก่อนแล้วก็ค่อยจะไลฟ์อีกทีวันเสาร์ตรงนี้น่าสนใจมากเลยสวดมนต์คำบูชาพระรัตนตรัยอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภควาพระผู้มีพระภาคเจ้าเป็นพระอรหันต์ดับเพลิงกิเลสเพลิงทุกข์สิ้นเชิงตรัสรู้ชอบได้โดยพระองค์เองพุทธังภควันตังอภิวาเทมิข้าพเจ้าอภิวาทพระผู้มีพระภาคเจ้าผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบานกราบสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโมพระธรรมเป็นธรรมที่พระผู้มีพระภาคเจ้าตรัสไว้ดีแล้วธัมมังนัมสสามิข้าพเจ้านมัสการพระธรรมกราบสุปฏิปันโนภควโตสาวกสังโฆพระสงฆ์สาวกของพระผู้มีพระภาคเจ้าปฏิบัติดีแล้วสังฆังนามามิข้าพเจ้านอบน้อมพระสงฆ์กราบ Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. See you on Saturday.